You want to see it? This is my scrapbook. Bum, 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 bum. My Adam and the Ant scrapbook. And I'll show you some of the things that I have in here. Duh. Welcome to the Broke Bat. I'm Queenie Black, and we're back in the purple parlor. Just because I have some things I want to show you that I needed more light to show you today. I'm a little casual today because it's hot. It's actually 4th of July, and I'm working. So if you hear booms, it wasn't me. Today I want to talk about favorite bands. What was your favorite band? Like your favorite band growing up? My favorite band growing up, if you can guess, it's not a super goth band. And I still love this person. It's Adam and the Ants. Oh my God. I can remember the first time I saw Adam and the Ants was on Solid Gold. Was it 1981? I can't remember the year, but I was like, oh my God. And my whole world, that was it. Everything flipped. And I was like, this is it. This is going to be this is it. This is going to be my personality for the rest of my life. So, like, I heard them, but I hadn't seen them by then because I heard them because Rodney on the Rock, because we used to have a radio station, K Rock, which went national. But when I was younger here in California, it was kind of like a super niche radio station that played like just true alternative stuff, like stuff that was coming from the UK and stuff that we weren't getting on regular stations. So we were super lucky as kids in the 80s to find that station. If you know, you know. Because that's when I first heard all the bands, Bauhaus and Susie and The Cure, you know. So anyway, I heard them and I was like, this is a really cool sound. What the heck, you know? And then I saw them and I saw Adam, the most beautiful man in the world. Oh my God. Gorgeous, gorgeous man. Because of a moment, not of silence because he's still alive and looking amazing still. So, anyway, let me tell you. So, I was like, who is that? That's it. That's it. That's my jam right there. We didn't use the word jam back then, though. Maybe we did, but I didn't. But that's my thing. That's going to be my thing. He was dressed like a pirate. Check. Victorian. Check. And then he started, doing other looks with like Puss in Boots and stuff. I'm wearing my little kitty head today for Puss in Boots. I was gonna wear a pirate hat. It's behind me, but I figured, nah. So I just went a little casual today. So, anyways, I was like, holy moly, guacamole, stick it in the shikamaloli. That man is gorge, and that music is so unique, right? So, am I recording? So, anyways, so like that was it. The minute I saw that, boom, that was it. And not a lot of people knew who they were. Not a lot of kids didn't know who they were over here unless you like listen to K Rock. And then saw that Solid Gold thing, and they're like, what the heck? Because they tried to make it here in the States as Adam and the Ants, but that didn't happen until he went solo, which fortunately, when he went solo, it wasn't my, like, I was like, no, I miss Ants, you know. But I didn't like Goody Two Shoes. I do not like that song. I think it's the dorkiest song ever, and I don't like that look that he did. But I like some of the songs on that album. And Marco is always an amazing guitar player. He's played for every, almost every alternative band that started, because they all were like, so they were all in the same um, little world revolved around uh, Malcolm McLaren and Vivian Westwood and stuff, the Sex Shop and Susie and everybody. So everybody kind of played for each other. And oh god, I was such a history buff on Adamant back then. I don't know if I remember half of the stuff, but still love him. Too. Oh, oh my god, he's still got it. So anyway, so I was like, holy moly, this I can't. Holy moly, guacamole, and my head itches. A feather. There's a feather itching my hair. So anyway, like I got, it was Stand and Deliver that they sang on Solid Gold. So, which is like the best song because of the video. And then there was like every video he just wanted to make a story, which was just like, whoa, amazing to watch. And then I saw my neighbor, I think it was like 1982 or something, before Nickelodeon was a thing. They played obscure videos back then, before it was like a kids station, and they played a live Adam and the Ants concert, and I was like, oh my god, this is before I actually saw them. And I saw them, my world, I'm an Ant fan from the beginning. I wish I would have discovered them in the 70s, but I was only what, 10 or 11, and I didn't get that. That wasn't my world yet. I was still into like Leif Garrett and stuff and the Bee Gees at the time. Sean Cassidy, Donny Osmond. And Donny Osmond, I think it was about 7 or 8. But so I was in I started liking him when I was in Catholic school, but I wasn't allowed to dress the way I wanted to. Boom, as soon as I got into public school, that's it. And then ninth grade is when I really was able to start expressing myself, and Adam and the Ants were like my main inspiration, at first. It's so funny because people knew, because I used to wear all these buttons. I love Adamat, 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 Adam and the Ants all over my things. And so people would like bring me Adamat things that they found in magazines and stuff. And I used to cut out anything that had a mention about him. I'm going to show you my scrapbook. I am legit. I'm going to show you my scrapbook. And this is what we did when we didn't have phones. You want to know what we did when we didn't have phones? We made scrapbooks of our favorite bands. And mine just happened to be Adam and the Ants. Still to this day. I am an Ant fan. So anyway, I got an itchy nose. So I mean, I know the older people that are watching me get it. You know, you've seen it. You love him too, I'm sure. But yeah, Stand and Deliver. What would be my favorite? My favorite Adam and the Ants. My favorite Adam and the Ants song is probably Christian Dior, and I have a funny story about that because when I saw him, okay, first I have to say, you know, as a young kid, I never thought I would meet him ever, or be in the same world as him, you know. But as I got older and I started to know people, you know, I don't know him, but I met him, of course, a couple times. But you know, meet and greets and stuff. But I know people that know him, so I'm like 6 degrees of separation or whatever that is. So it's so funny. Yeah, cuckoo, cuckoo. Like I was. So okay, so he's got a song Christian Dior, and he says, "I have a fetish for blondes, a fetish for brown haired girls." And one time I ran into him at a hotel, and I was all, and I said, he was just outside smoking a cigarette, and I said, "Oh my God, blah blah blah," and I said, "You know the song Christian Dior, you need to add redheads in there." And then lo and behold, the next year when he played, of course, me and my besties always up in the front, redheads. And we're making sure we're right there in the front. And he says, "Fetish for redhead girls." Looks right at us, and what do we do? Faint. Dead. He remembers us. I have a tattoo. I have my Adam and the Ants logo right here, and I have to show you because I got too many clothes on today, and it is hot. It's 4th of July. Should have shouldn't have worn something. Should have worn something. At least I'm not wearing something hot. At least I'm not wearing something too warm and ridiculously. It is a nice summer outfit. I dressed up as Prince Charming one year for 10th grade Halloween for school, and I don't have pictures of it. Okay, I had to clip you on, and I hope you can hear me. This right here was one of my favorite posters. Okay, and this was like a magazine or something you could buy. And the reason why it's all ripped up and torn is because, oh my God, oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh, I'm trying. This is me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh my God. The reason why, look at the edges. You see those? You see these edges? Look at this. Do you know why it's this ripped up? Because when I was a kid and whenever I got in trouble, my mom tore all of my posters off of my wall, which is in that room right there, was my bedroom. It's in the room tour. So, look at how cute. So that was my favorite. One of my favorite. I have a bunch of them outside in a bin, but I don't know where they are, so I didn't go digging for them. Sorry. When Prince Charming came out, and the line, "Ridicule is nothing to be scared of," that has that became my one of my mantras. I talked about it in one of my other videos, I think. But I was like, so when I got bullied a lot for looking the way I did, it's not like today where you think you're getting bullied. It's so different. Trust me. Because people have seen, different looks and stuff like that on the internet now. Back then, they weren't seeing stuff at all. So when I would be walking down the street and people would be screaming at me from their cars, I'd be like, ridiculous, nothing to be scared of. Just walking forward and that tape playing in my head. So when I met him, I told him that line has helped me get through my life. And he was surprised. He was like, really? But, he probably has heard that a million times. But I appreciate his reaction for me because it felt real to me. So anyway, yeah, that was a really, really hard time growing up and trying to be the thing that you felt like you wanted to be. And it's good to have some kind of reassurance and guidance from anything. And music was mine. Ridicule is nothing to be scared of. So that's why at 58, I can live the way I want and look the way I want because I don't care if anybody ridicules me because they don't pay my bills. Okay, I'm going to show you some of the things that are in my scrapbook here. Here's my foot. Here's my hands. My wrinkly old lady hands. I don't have gloves on, so look, I have glass bones and paper skin. Look at my veiny hands. And they say they can't find my veins. I literally have vampire hands. Ugh. So, this is my scrapbook that I so lovingly put together. I cut it out from this is from a Mick Mercer book, one of the first Ants history books that I got. When you see pages like this, these are all like things that my friends had given to me. This Cyndi Lauper. Oh, this is just... Alright, let's put that over there. This is a magazine from 1980 something. Not sure. Oh, I guess I put it. Let's see. 1982. You can see all of the people that are going to be in the magazine. There's Adam. Takes the U.S. by storm. Woohoo! Ugh. Anyway, so this is an old magazine I have. Check it up. Look how cute he is. He is so young there. He's probably like 26. And this is that poster that I showed you. What is this? Oh, look at that. I do. This is that. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can. But this is a book. I love this book. But I didn't know I had this in here. Ooh. This is like his new, not his new stuff, but this is a compilation. I don't use CDs, so This book I love. Oh, look, a patch. Ooh, oops, fell apart. Quite. Oh, yeah, baby. This has all the, so you can play the songs. Alright, sorry I had to shut off a minute. This is a book so you can play all the songs. Look at this. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Marco. Where's Merrick? Merrick's not here. He's playing the drums somewhere. So this is their discography at the time. And yes, what is this? Oh, this sticker is so old. It's from 1981. Photo. I don't know what that is. There's a photo. This was a poster that my mom ripped off the wall, so that's why it's ripped up. Oh, look at her. What is that? Happy trails to you. So that's why all my stuff. So this is what I did as a kid. Sat in my room and I cut out, made this nice collage of stuff. This was a book that I cut up and put on my wall because, ooh, yeah. God, I saw him. This, I remember this picture being in People magazine. So this was the book. I think, this is a Mick Mercer picture. Maybe all the pictures are Mick Mercer. But he talks about his influences, his visual influences, and there's Kevin Mooney, and his fashion influences. Some people might say cultural appropriation, but he totally loves American Indians and African music, and it's like this came from a movie. What is the name of that movie? I can't remember. I think this is a Mick Mercer picture too. Oh, magazine. So kids would come to school and bring me things. What is this? Oh, Adam Man on one side, Tom Cruise on the other. 16 magazine. There's all articles about him. I love this article. Phil Collins played drums on Goody Two Shoes. This was an interview. So these are all old from the 80s because this is when I was collecting. 1984 calendar. Because, of course, when I got older, I stopped. But and yet, this was from People magazine, and I stole this out of the doctor's office. My God, I remember that one. He was dating Jamie Lee Curtis, and I didn't like it, so I cross out her face. That wasn't very nice. Even when I found little pictures, little things that said his name. I would cut him out. I think I'll show you the smallest. So funny. The smallest mention. In these, they say the word adamant. So I cut him out. His comments. This is his horoscope, November 3rd, same day as Fallon's. Somebody drew that for me and gave it to me in class. That was nice of them. Can't remember who it was. Pictures. Ticket stubs. $12.50. I believe this one was for the country club where I first met him. And I was with my best friend Maria. And we were in the front, very front, and she grabbed Marco's foot. Let's joke about that. She grabbed his foot. Okay, so here it is. You see this right here? This is the smallest thing. It's a picture of him from like a catalog or something. And I cut it out. It just had a man. Look at, see, England $9.99. That was for the Dirk Wears White Socks album because we couldn't get them here. So we had to get them in the back of the record store. I drew that in class. Under imports. That's how we got all of our records. The Cure, Susie, Bauhaus, Christian Death, like everybody. Because they didn't have it here. Wait, not Christian Death. What was I thinking? Oh my God, not Christian Death. I was thinking of a different band. Oh my God, I can't think of it now. But these pictures are all pictures that people gave me. So they're all. Oh look, I love Stuart Leslie Goddard, which is his real name. So these are all pictures that people gave me in school. The back of the Prince Charming single with the words. This is how we learned the words. Oh look, draw me. And my real name is Patricia. So here, from the Adamant People of America, dear Patty, because I went as Patty. So my nickname was Fatty Patty. Isn't that nice? Here's the information you want. Sorry it took so long for us to answer, but U.S. of Ants recently went through a management change from Warrior Enterprises to my company, Pandora Productions. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for your interest, and I don't even know why I wrote the stuff I did in class. Oh, yeah, this is an attempt at a horrible drawing. And then these are like this because I had them hanging on my wall. This was from a bootleg. And this was this one. And I had all of these on my wall. And they're all messed up. And I wish they weren't, but what can you do? So this is a magazine that K-Rock used to do, The Rock. And it says Adamant. This was about the US Festival in 1982, I think. There's Rodney with Adamant. One of the hair place I used to go to get my very first extensions. Was it Hot Tracks? No, that's a whatchamacallit. That's a is that's that one club for under 21. What was it called? God, look at all this stuff. God, it's just yesterday. Check out this fashion. You see this fashion. Rock fashion. Okay, so this is the very first pictures of Adamant. This is when I met him for the first time. He's sitting in his car. That's his head. Right there. And here's Polaroid of him. Can't you tell? That's him right there. Gave him a rose. This is a what is it called? Report card. It says, Patty is a delight to have in class. I hope in time she will open up in class and share her ideas with us. You know, it's the kind of stuff we did. So I would say I did primarily most of this when I was like in 8th, 9th grade. And then once I hit 10th grade, I started to get into more punk and then death rock. So I stopped doing this, but I've always loved him. But here's some stuff. Here's some pins. Prince ant wrap pin. Look at this little tiny record pin. These pins are 40 something years old. All this stuff is. Let's see. This is that cool patch. I have another patch I forgot to do here. It's a record. It's charming. I never got into a solo stuff like this. This is Room at the Top. Or Manners and Physique. I never really, look at how he's very handsome and hot, but I didn't get into his music. So this was the first album, Dirk Wears White Socks. These are all original. King's One Frontier, Prince Charming. This is another version of Dirk Wears White Socks where Car Trouble and Xerox are different. Thought that was interesting. Strip. I do like Strip. I like because the videos. Puss in Boots is super cute, and I love Strip. I like Baby Let Me Scream at You. Yeah, it's just like a poppy. He just became too poppy for me. Oh, Brenda Phil goes before. Not keen on this kind of solo stuff. But this one, yes. If you know what I mean. And for some reason I have Blanche in that pile. This is the Adam and the Ants book by Mick Mercer. Some super great photos. Look at that. There's Marco. Look at this. How old. Or look how young he was. He's probably sitting plastic surgery. It's so plastic. And look at Marco. He looks like a baby. Oh, look at. There's the stripe. There's Kevin Mooney. these people so lucky. Magazine. We got a man in it because he's a dandy man. Super cute. This was like 2012. And here's some recent concert stuff. Got his autograph more than once. Oh, I did get his autograph when I saw him at the Country Club. I think I got his autograph. I have like five or six autographs. And I have, oh yeah, I'll show you one thing I have. This is a little purse that I made, and I used it one of the times that I met him. This is a painting I did of him. So I made this little purse out of vinyl. These are newer pins though. Vips. I was a VIP. He's gonna be playing in November, but I don't think I'm gonna see him because it's like him and other bands. So yeah, I mean, this is what we did as kids. And good times. Do you have a band that you've been obsessed with your whole life? I'm 58 years old and I still love this man. I have a face of him in my cabinet. That is the life cast I have of him. You can buy them off of websites, for the movies and stuff like that, so they can, yeah, so I'm okay. Trust me, I'm okay. No, I'm all right. I have a tattoo. I have a scrapbook. Boots of the week. I'm just doing traditional Victorian boots. And it's because it was my first pair of alternative shoes. I got a pair at a place called the Wild Pair in the mall. And I wore those things. I wore that heel out because they were expensive. It was not cheap. So now I got a whole bunch of them. Thank you for joining me today, talking about something that I'm super passionate about, Adam and the Ants. Adam Ant. What's your favorite band? Let me know in the comments. Maybe we have something in common because there's tons of bands that I love. But Adam and the Ants means so much to me. So I mean, obviously, right? Don't forget to watch Portraits Without Looking on Friday and the Brokeback next Wednesday because I'll be in Montana. I'm actually going to Montana today as you're watching this. I'm probably there already. Yeah. So have a good week, and everything's always working out for us. And imagine one day maybe you'll meet one of your idols and be amazing.